There's a striking resemblance between the end-time Elijah and the much-awaited Imam of the Muslims, yet they remain distinct. Many biblical scholars suggest that the Imam of the Muslims could be the Antichrist, largely due to lack of knowledge of the role of the end-time Elijah. Jesus said that John the Baptist came in the spirit and power of Elijah, yet he also affirmed that Elijah is still to come and will restore all things. In a similar way, the Mahdi is viewed as a reformer and restorer. For now, however, let us focus solely on what the biblical prophecy reveals about the much-anticipated Imam. The Imam, like Elijah, appears before the judgment. The Bible does not portray them as warriors or miracle workers, but rather as those entrusted with divine revelation. Isaiah 53 verse 11 declares, "By his knowledge shall my righteous servant justify many." The portrayal of the end-time Elijah is often interwoven with descriptions of Christ as well as those of the chosen people. How do we know this? Jesus spoke sparingly, emphasizing love and compassion as the true path to the kingdom. In contrast, Isaiah 28 verses 9 to 10 points to the role of the end-time Elijah. Whom shall he teach knowledge? And whom shall he make to understand doctrine? Them that are weaned from the milk and drawn from the breasts. For precept must be upon precept, precept upon precept, line upon line, line upon line, here a little, and there a little. This passage reveals a method of gradual revelation, revealing the truth step by step to those prepared to receive it. The end-time Elijah comes bearing the gift of divine revelation, appearing before the rise of the deceiver, the Antichrist. The battle against deception is not fought through war or displays of miracles, but through a true understanding of the ways of God. For the deceiver himself will perform signs and wonders to deceive many. Where, then, does the Imam Mahdi fit into all of this? Where is he spoken of in the scriptures? Is he portrayed as a warrior or as a worker of miracles? Let us examine these questions carefully, relying only on what has been revealed through the prophets. The secret of the Imam is hidden in the narrative of Hagar, the mother of Ishmael. She becomes a sign of the one who takes the journey into the unknown. Prophet Elijah wandered in the wilderness. John the Baptist wandered in the wilderness, and the woman of Revelation 12 is also fed in the wilderness. What draws our attention here is how her story connects to the Imam of the Muslims. The angel of the Lord revealed the well to her. She was guided to see what was already there, making her a symbolic first sign of the Mahdi, the guided one. Secondly, the well already existed, which strongly suggests that the Mahdi, like Elijah, receives the gift of revelation, not by creating something new, but by bringing a new understanding of what has always been there. Bread symbolizes the written word, while water is often associated with the Spirit. Hagar and Ishmael did not run out of bread, but they did run out of water. This suggests that in the end times there may be no shortage of scholars or knowledge of the written word, yet the Spirit will be lacking. As Ishmael becomes weak in that moment, it reflects a condition of weakness, implying that in the end times there may be no shortage of scholars or knowledge of the written word, yet the Spirit will be lacking. As Ishmael becomes weak in that moment, it reflects a condition of a people great in number, but weak due to the absence of the Spirit. Book of Genesis 3 verse 6 says, "And when the woman saw that the tree was good for food, and that it was pleasant to the eyes, and a tree to be desired to make one wise, she took of the fruit thereof, and did eat, and gave also unto her husband with her, and he did eat." Two important points stand out here. First, in Hagar's case, God opened her eyes, whereas in Eve's case, she saw that the tree was good. This highlights the difference between divine revelation and human perception. When God opens one's eyes, he leads to the well of life, but when truth is formed by human reasoning alone, it can lead to deception. Secondly, in both accounts, the woman receives first and then gives to the man or the boy. These women can be seen as representing the priesthood, while the man represents kingship. Christ is the seed promised to Eve, and the pattern suggests that revelation is first entrusted to the priest before it is passed on to the king. This same pattern continues in the end times. The end-time Elijah arises first, followed by the emergence of the Imam alongside him. In the book of Revelation, the Lamb with 7 eyes appears, and only then do the horses of the apocalypse begin to ride. The scepter will not depart from Judah. It remains until Shiloh comes, and then the authority shifts. In the next part, we will explore what this well represents and examine the biblical evidence that supports this understanding. Subscribe for more on the end-time revelations and prepare for the great day of the Lord. Thanks for watching.